Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to understand very important questions. Let's suppose you are in the mock interview. So try to understand through a mock interview, right? Use this video as a mock interview. It will help you in preparation of FANG interviews or any product-based companies. Okay. So let's try to understand the question very first. Let's suppose this question has been asked in Amazon interview question, right? So I'll suggest please go and watch this problem, right? So first of all, pause this video, go through the statement, what the statement is saying that, and try to attempt. Okay. Then I'll describe what the question is saying that, what the intuition is there, and how we are going to approach this problem. Okay. So I'll request you, please pause this video and try by yourself. If you are able to do that, it means it's very good. So I'll keep uploading the mock interview questions so you can do the mock interview with the ExpertFunda on the free of cost. Okay. So let's try to understand. Suppose you have given a try and I'm going to continue it. Okay. So the question is saying that, what question is saying that? Question is saying we have a problem statement, right? And this problem statement is saying that you are given an array. Very first, you have given an array. Let's suppose one thing we have given is nums. Nums in an array means it's consist of what? A positive integers, means this is an array in integers we have given. Another thing we have given is what? Integer x. So another thing we have given integer x. So you have to keep in mind when the questions you are reading, right? What are the things we have given? If you understand what the things are given, you can easily solve the problem. In the next, it is saying that in one operations, you may remove either the leftmost, right, or the rightmost. Understand? Element of nums and subtract its value from x. So let's return the minimum number of operations which is required to reduce x into 0. And if it is impossible, if it is not possible, it means that case you will return -1. Are you understanding what we need to do? Let's try to understand. So what the problem is saying that you have given and positive integers, that is called nums. Okay. And another thing we have given is x. So let's try to understand through this example. What we have given, this array we have given, right? And another we have given is what? X we have given. So these two things we have given, and what we need to do to understand. Let's suppose on each move you will remove the leftmost or the rightmost of the nums element, and you will subtract it from the given x. So our goal is to make this x as a 0. Okay. If you can't do that, you will return -1. Let's suppose your left is at here and right is at here. So you can remove from left and right also. And that value you will do minus into here. And that value will get updated and we will update as a x value, whatever the data will come. Okay. This is what the problem is saying. So let's take from left or right. Very first, our left is at here and right is here, and x we have given is what? 5. Let's suppose we'll start from the left side, right? So I'll remove x minus r. That what is we have r at r is nothing but 5 minus 3, and it is getting 2. So when we are taking r equal to 3, when we are at here, we'll get what? 2. Similarly, if you take r equal to 2, because we have updated r equal to, means the now r is at here. Okay. In that case, it is coming 0, because 2 minus 2 is 0. X is now what? Is 2. And now r is at where? At 2. We are getting 0. So how many things we have used? We have used 2 things. We have used the rightmost 2 elements. Means we have used 2 what you call the moves we have used. Okay. Let's understand another example. Let's think that this example we have given, and we can say this example is impossible because why? Because if we take x equal to 4, right, all the elements are bigger than x. If we reduce x minus any of this element, let's call the smallest element is 5, it will come -1. but we need to do what? 0, not the -1. So we'll say if any value is coming, if the values are any single element, whatever we have here is coming either in the right side or left side, if it is coming greater than this, it means what? It is not possible to return -1. Okay. So think about the intuition. Let's try to understand the intuition. Very first, we can remove both ends, right? Which is equivalent to keeping some contiguous subarray, we can say, in the middle. So let's think we have a total, and we can say the sum of that nums, and it is called total. If we remove some elements summing to x, then we'll keep a subarray must sum to total. Means if we have total element we have, and if we'll do minus x, it should have positive value. If it is coming positive value, means what? We can remove. Let's understand. So find the longest subarray, or we can say the subarray having the sum is what? Total minus x. If it is there, it means it is coming positive value. It means what? This is a perfect value, and we can get the answer, number of moves we can get here. How? You know, n minus longest subarray we can get, and we can get the answer. Otherwise, return -1. Let's try to understand. Let's think that we will use a sliding window, or you can say two-pointer approach we are going to use for the integers. That will take the O of 1 time and one O of 1 extra space time, right? O of n times means we will iterate over the arrays, and we will not taking any extra space to store the values. So what is the edge case? Let's suppose I'm talking about the total minus x. It should be what? The sum. So if total, if let's suppose x is itself is 0, means we don't need to do anything, right? Just return. We don't need to do any moves. Otherwise, if x is greater than total, means it will always come what? -1. So this is impossible cases, right? If x is equal to totally x, right? It means we can remove all the moves, just return n. What are the number of elements, will return it. Otherwise, what you need to do, we know that. And we have to do complexity. We can do this approach will give complexity like this. Okay. Let's understand how sliding window works. Let's suppose we have given this example, x is 5. Very first, we'll get the total equal to 11, and target will be our 6. So window, if we'll take from left to right, and our sum will be here. Let's suppose very first, when r is at 0, okay, means we are talking about here when r is at 0, and we'll keep moving r ahead, and we'll keep left here itself, will not do anything. Okay. So whenever we required L, then we will shrink the window. Otherwise, our right will keep moving ahead. Okay. You understand, right? You know the sliding window. Let's suppose left is here, and right you will start also from here, but right will keep moving here. It means sometime you have to shrink. If the condition fails, thus you have to move the left here. Otherwise, left will stay there. So this approach will use like this, where we have the right will keep moving ahead, right? And you will find we are getting the sum here. Okay. So what we need, x is equal to what? X is 5, and target is what? 6. Means we are good, right? Target is coming what? Is 6, and x is what? Is 5. Means we can get the positive value, right? And that is nothing but 1. So when we reach r equal to 2, we are getting sum is nothing but what? 6. Means it matches the target. So this is our best length, we will say. Okay. Keep this length, because we have to iterate over the array, because there will be multiple windows will be there, because windows is getting also updated. Sometime we have to shrink it, right? In that case, we'll say this is our best length, right? And we'll store here. Again, we'll move the right ahead, and we'll say, okay, keep moving ahead, and we'll say sum is 8, right? If sum is equal to 8, we'll say greater than equal to 6, greater than 6. Okay. In that case, we'll say shrink L, means we have to move from this side. Okay. Very first, when we was what? At 1, 1 and 4, right? 1, 1 and 4. Next element will come what? Is 2, correct? In that case, we have to move left from here, and we'll keep the left here, and this will have our new window, right? And that is why you are seeing when we get the here this window, means 8 is coming greater than 6, means we have to, in this condition only, when sum is coming greater than the what you call target, in that case we have to shrink. So drop 1 from the window and we'll say, okay, next window will give the sum is 7. Still we have to drop it. So drop it again. We'll keep moving ahead and we'll say, okay, now we get the best max we have to find. You will get the best max and still it is 3. We'll move ahead. Left is at right is at 4. Now add 3. So sum become what? 9, which is greater than equal to 6. So we'll shrink until it is greater than less than equal to 6. So again we'll drop 4, then we'll get the sum 5. We'll keep moving ahead. Like that we'll go and we'll reach to the last point, right? And that is done. And then we'll say, okay, the longest length is what? 3 that we have seen here in the best cases. And we have sometimes we have also see in the middle cases, right? And we'll say, okay, so the longest length is 3. So what you need to do, n minus, you get the longest length, and if we'll do, we will get the answer. This is our number of moves. I hope you understand this problem. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Okay. So to implement that, you know, we have to implement through the sliding window. In this case, we need the total, and we can call this sum, and we have total is total minus target is total minus x, right? So we'll check the condition. If target is less than 0, we'll return -1. Otherwise, target is equal to 0, we'll return n. In other cases, we'll use the sliding window where we'll keep the left and we'll say, okay, sum, this is our sum 0 and the best length will start from -1 because we'll need the positive value. We'll iterate over the right from 0 to we'll start the left and right at the both places, right? We know that, and we'll keep moving ahead. The right will keep moving ahead. Okay. So in this case, the 5 is for the right, and we'll keep getting the sum. Sum will get what? Nums at right will get will their sum. If sum is coming greater than target, just need to do what? Sum will reduce from the left because left we have to move ahead. Okay. In that case, we will update it. Sum will do reduce, right? If sum is equal to target, we have to update the best length. What? We'll get the max, the best length, right minus left plus 1. You know this, in the sliding window we used to do this. Okay. And we'll return the best length equal to -1, and we'll say, okay, -1 and -1 and minus the best length, return it. Okay. If you talk about the code, you know how to implement it. We know that this is our minimum operation we have to apply. We will get the two things, the nums we will get and the x we will get. Okay. And in that case, we'll say, okay, what is the longest, what is total we have to do, and you will update our total first. You will find the total. How? You will iterate over the nums. You will get all the values one by one, and you will update onto the total. So now you will get your total. Now you have to find the target. You need total minus x. You will get the target. So this is also done. And you know how to find that. N is nothing but nums dot length. Okay. Now the conditions we have to apply, right? Means if target is less than 0, return -1. If target is equal to 0, return n. Means x is larger than the sum. It is impossible. If the must, if say equal to 0, it means must remove all the elements, right? Means total num will do that. Okay. So now we'll start the left and sum and the best length, and right we will update here. Similarly, we have talked about sum will get the sum here. We'll keep the while loop. Will left is less than right, less than equal to right, and sum is greater than target. We'll keep updating the sum, right? Means if it is coming greater than sum, means we have to update the left. From here we have to shrink it. In that case, our sum will get also updated. Will reduce the minus. In other cases, you will find the sum, right? Best length we will find it, right? Right minus left plus 1, and this will get updated in the best length if both target and sum is equal, right? In that case. In other cases, we'll say if it is equal to -1, we'll return -1, else n minus best length will go do and will return it. Okay. I hope you like this video, guys, and please let me know. I can create some more videos like this, and I can create a playlist for you so you can practice on the regular basis. And if you have any suggestions, please put me in the comment box. And thank you for watching this video, and please support ExpertFunda in by liking the video and subscribing the channel, and share with your friends if he is also preparing. You can take the classes also, like online classes I'm providing. So you can contact me on the WhatsApp and let me know in the comment section if you want the classes. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.